Hey everyone, this is Malkazar returning with another installment to the Final Fantasy XIV playthrough. We're going to continue what we were doing yesterday on one of our non-scheduled days and keep working on things that are not the main scenario quest. We're working on getting our Arcanist to 30 so we can get access to Scholar and Summoner, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go and continue. We'll go ahead and hop in the leveling queue. Join that. In the meantime, we're gonna go see if we can find any hunts in order to get to fill in the blank. So Eastern Thanalan, where we need to go. Camp Drybone. Be wonderful if we're able to get to Scholar today. It'd be a lot quicker use because I'll be a healer as opposed to a damage dealer. But we shall see. I do enjoy Scholar. That's again one of the reasons I'm going for Scholar. Conjurer was just a bit boring to me. Very effective, but still. So Welwick Wood are over there, so I need Chasm Buzzards and Axe Beaks. There we go. Let me actually lock that. You. A burning wall. Beautiful. All right, so let's start looking. So there are some Chasm Buzzards. Perfect. I need to get my. There we go. My carbuncle out. Zoom out a bit. If anybody was wondering what I'm doing with these things out here, so... Oh, there we go. Is that all I needed? When I hit an enemy with energy drain, it does a potency of 100 damage unaspected, so it doesn't do fire or ice, it's just an unaspected damage. And it says additional effect Aether Flow 2, so it gives me 2 Aether Flow points, which I can then spend on Fester. That one does by itself potency 100, but if I have either of my dots on there, it does more. So one dot, it does 200, and then if I have both dots, then it does 300 instead. So it's essentially most effective against guys that I have fully dotted up. And that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So there we go. There's the other guys. So watch, I'll go ahead and put the dots on. You can see up here. And I'm going to hit Energy Drain to get my 2 Aether Flows. And I'm going to hit Fester. Kaboom. Now it's on a 5-second cooldown, so I have to wait. The nice thing about that is that Fester does not have... I'm asleep. I'm wondering what's going on. Fester does not have a cast time, so I can do that while moving. But it does have a 5-second cooldown, so it essentially makes it so I can't just do 2 in a row. You have to wait a second. Energy Drain has a 30-second cooldown, so that means you can't just blast that. So you have to. I can get 2 ruins off before I get another Fester and done. Okay. My energy gen's on cooldown, so I can't even use it. Okay, so I need to get 1 more Axe Beak. There's 1. Actually 2, but I only need 1. And kaboom. A little bit of rested saved up. We'll be using that up today. Alright, so that hunting log is done. The next one I remember those being around level 30, 31, so those are too high. These are level 28, because usually they're about the level that the rank is, so this would be rank 28, or whatever. Sometimes they're about that, like these guys are level 25 as opposed to 27. It's about that range. Can't even do that. Let's see about this guy in Broken Water, the Sandstone Golem. Southern Thanalan. Oh. Broken Water by the Forgotten Springs, if I remember correctly. Actually, hang on. There's a fate going on over here. I'm going to participate. Come on, what's my status? Okay. I got a silver for it. It's not too bad. Boom. Another bump to my experience. Alright, yeah, let's go back to we're going to Southern Thanalan to see what level those other golems were. Fate joined. What fate is this one? Ooh. Definitely participate in this one. Look, we have a bard over here. They have dots as well. So now we have just a bunch of dots on this guy. Perfect. But Fester only counts for the dots that I put on them, so you do not stack. Does not do more damage depending on how many dots there are, otherwise that'd be kind of overpowered. Look, all these guys come and help out. Perfect. Refresh my dots. They only last for 30 seconds, so I just got to make sure that they're always on in order to maximize my damage. Ooh, 151 with that Fester. Nice. That was a crit. Dot refresh. Looks like we have a summoner over here, so a little bit higher level because they got the level 30, so they have their Ifrit out. And success. Nice. All right, so we're heading towards. Oh, Broken Water's way up there. Never mind. We'll take the long way. That's fine. Guys, too high level for me. Most of these are too high level for me. Zanrak they are. What about these ones? What if I can get over here and get to that one? That's that same burning wall. Beautiful. Just in a different zone. Is this one going to be inside? Likely. Those are those stone golems. May not have a good time with those. May not have a good time with this guy either. I don't think anybody was doing this. It was just the NPCs fighting. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about this. If it's just the NPCs fighting, then I'm out of here. That and I'm almost pulled aggro on this level 28 dude. Not a good idea. Alright, so I'm out of battle. Come on. Come on. Chocobo's still fighting. Yeah. Let's see if I can take these guys down. Not impossible. Very possible. Just a little bit grindy. I only need to kill 2 of them. Wait for my health to come back up. That's fine. Let's just get in there. This little punch interrupts my cast. Very annoying. Okay. Maybe this one will be better. Which one is this one? Who do I have to fight? Well, never mind. Let's just go ahead and hop into the dungeon. Works better for me anyway. Hey, look at that. We just get Ifrit. Oh, I'll throw the 3% extra on anyway. We do not want to stand next to each other. It's a bad idea. I wasn't close enough for that. Whatever. I just gotta remember that I need to keep an eye out around me for the AoEs that he throws on. Yep, like that one right there. He throws on ranged guys. Infernal Nail, here we go. Use my Carbuncle shield to tank some of that for me, so that was very nice. And success. You don't get anywhere near as much experience for that one as you do the other one, but it still is what it is. Golden Ducky and Ducky Vlad. They may be playing together. So I gotta level up, and I got a new ability. Let's have a look, see what it is. One called Lucid Dreaming. Aha! Gradually restores mana, so that's good for healing, because you run out of health a lot while you're healing. Let's just take care of this one right here. This is an appropriately leveled fate, so I don't need to sync for it, so I should be able to get good stuff. Right, get out of there. Boom! Nuke him down. Oh, look, we have someone helping out. Beautiful. Lancer. Let's get to the point where just throwing on some bios will be sufficient. And that one's done. Got myself almost 10,000 experience for that. Sweet. All right. Well, we're gonna be doing the same thing. We're gonna actually hop into the Guildhest one. And while we're waiting, we're gonna go look at North Shroud. I was able to take out those level 28 guys pretty easily, and now I'm actually higher level, so it'd be even easier. How many levels did I get from that anyway? 2 levels. I got 2 levels from that Ifrit fight. Wonderful. I'll take that any day. I can actually go do the last quest. Level 25, so I might do that instead after I finish these guys off, depending on if the Guildhest queue is popped. You're gonna boulder clap me? Oh, plain cracker as opposed to a spicy cracker. Oh, nope. Not these guys. They look the same, but they're pumice golems. You can tell by their little symbol to the left that they're actually stronger versions of what I've been fighting, essentially. They're the elites, if you will. Yeah, this is just the regular one. Those guys are more easily soloable than those pumice guys. Hey, get off me. Stone golems. Way to go. I hit the button and it takes 10 seconds for something to actually effectively get me. Nice, my Choco was actually tanking over there. So these types of fates, you get items. I'll keep getting these golem fragments. I don't know if I'll be able to finish. Some of them you can get off the ground, like this one. I didn't do anything. Why'd you attack me immediately? It looked like you needed 15 total in order to finish this fate. This one just keeps spawning right on top of me. Still got me with that boulder clap. Come on. I hit the button. I got a gold anyway, even though we failed, so... Ran out of time. That's fine. Okay. Alright, well, what's next on here? Oh, yeah, I need to get one more clay golem. Paper frog. There you go, buddy. Give him a little bit of healing. Help him out. But he was closer. Dead. Yeah. That one's finished. Full shroud. See if we can take these guys down. Let us finish up this hunt rank, hopefully. Why is it taking so long to get into a guild hest? And it's not the key, it's the queue too. Oh, that's the player housing. Where were they? They were... Oh, the brood zizzes are right there. Ow, here, I'll take a shield. Alright, 1 out of 4. Really? Got another enemy on me. Can you stop? This is not good. Haifa whip. Whatever a Haifa is. Alright. Get in the air. Nothing will attack me when I come back in. And let's get in there. Oh, the easy one. Nice. Someone who knows what they're doing. Excuse me. Well, I don't have access to my energy drain or my fester. Do a high level for me. Sink me down to level 11. Easy peasy. There you go, cringe lord. No experience. That's because they're really quick. 11,000, I guess it's not too bad. I got a commendation. What? Alright. Real freehold is, as opposed to fake freehold is. Oh, what's up, dude? Ow. I didn't say it would be easy, but dang. MAGA BLM. Mm-hmm. A little contradictory there. Thank you for helping me kill this Broodses. So now I need to find, what was it again? The last dude is the Lundworms. Ollie the Great. There they are. The Lindworms, not the Lundworms. Not the Lundbergs. Just making sure I don't have the AoE one on, because that would suck to have to fight this lightning sprite as well. Oh, come on. Waiting for my chocobo to get a little bit more health. Oop, and that should be that. Kaboom, kaboom. Yeah. Bio 2. 10 on my bio does more damage. Used to be bio did 20 potency every single time. Now it does 30 potency every single time. Ooh. Alright, well, I can't get on the next one until level 30, so let's head back to Limsa, grab our level 25 class quest, and see what that entails. Boo. The nighttime music here is pretty nice too. Okay, just want to make sure I have anything sitting around. Joe Dirtier. Have you come to ask about Kalia's condition? The Foreseer is unchanged. She walks about as if all the joy in life has been leached from her soul. I believe the only one who can help her now is the same person who broke her out of her shell in the first place, our absent guildmaster. And, though I am leery of the coincidence, the man himself has at long last been spotted. Should you seek out his last known location, it is unlikely he will still be there, and even should you catch him, he may not deign to speak with you. Nevertheless, this may be our only chance. Pray travel to Memerin's trading post in Upper Lenosia and speak with anyone who might have seen the guildmaster. Oh, one more thing. Though he prefers us not to use it for the inexplicable reason, our leader's name is Kurid Tia. He's a cat person. A lot of the names that they assign them in game are all make sense in their own kind of internal lore. So like I said before, the last name of Tia, the last name of Nun, which is N-U-N-H, or Nun, or however you want to pronounce it. Those are last names for the Mikote, which are the cat people. I think in their culture it actually changes depending on their rank in their tribe, so they cover that in Stormblood, I believe. Looks like I'm looking backwards. It looks like my face is right there. It's just a... my hoodie. That mask. Witness. That's your name is Witness. Evening, sir. I was the one who sent word to your guild about spotting your leader. It's a rare sight to see him roaming about. He asked me the way to Thalaus. Could be he was seeking to speak with the scholar who lives out there. Wherever Thalaus is. Oh. Tangatonga. Hello there. Why, yes, I did receive a visit from a gentleman identifying himself as the Arcanist Guildmaster. An odd fellow, but obviously possessed with a well-rounded education. As it so happens, he bid me pass on a message to anyone who came searching for him. Ahem. Reunited, the 3 slips of parchment hold the problem to the solution. The Guildmaster mentioned that the slips of parchment are concealed among the bones of Thalaus. I suppose you are expected to search for them. Hidden parchment, not so hidden. Guess they couldn't really include a complete like detective style look without making it look like Witcher. He's still coming for me? Later. Now we rubber banded. Oh, I have to kill that guy. Get in there. Earth damage added to auto attacks. Damage taken is reduced by the Titan's boon. That doesn't matter, I'm getting the parchment anyway. Bring them back to Tangatonga. Come on. Thank you. War Maid's Mill. Have you tracked down those 3 slips of parchment? Interesting, they actually exist. To be perfectly honest, I thought you had been sent on a wild dodo chase. Let's have a look at these, shall we? Well, well, a pendant ancient Allagan, no less. Fortunately for you, I have a passing familiarity with the script. Seek the box at full falls, dance a jig for your wooden audience, claim the secret from the opened heart. A most cryptic set of instructions, I must say. Do you intend to follow them? The skilled master viewer certainly enjoys his games. Flash dance for the box. The box rattles and thumps about as if something within seeks to be freed. It appears the lid has been loosened somewhat. What's in the box? What's up with these tree slugs? This is like the first mission. They sent me out to check the box and there were tree slugs in it. Can you stop with your AoEs? It's kind of annoying. Okay. Just open the wooden box. There we go. Find a slip of parchment. If there are answers you would seek, then go to the trading post. Go to the trading post now. Go. Before the owner, be not meek. With your 2 feet, provide a show. So another dance for Memory. Oh, come on. Paralyzed. Ugh. Paralyzed me so much I couldn't even get on my mount. How annoying. Number 28 in the roll waiting list. In fact, I may actually have to pick this up in a little bit. My fiance is about to go to lunch, and I'm going to go get something for her. I'll be back once it is completed. Throw me a follow if you want to be notified when I get logged back in, and then we will continue from here. Hey everyone, I am back with the Final Fantasy XIV playthrough after lunch. Found one of my buddies is playing, so apparently we're going to go ahead and hop into queue, and he's going to tank for me to make it speed up pretty quickly, hopefully. Huh. 9 minutes with a tank. What's going on? So we'll go ahead and see what leveling queue we get. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and dance for Memory. And let's see what he says. Now that was most entertaining. I must have something to amuse me during this little jaunt back to civilization, you understand? And there's the Guildmaster. Based on my evaluation of your abilities, however, I calculated that you would arrive at this point somewhat earlier. You balked at the dancing, didn't you? I never expected you to be so shy. Another variable to add to your list of characteristics. I keep extensive mental notes of all the guild members you see. As an arcanist, it was a simple matter to engineer events so that I might meet you face to face. After all, strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. And I do so enjoy seeing others dance in the palm of my hand, as it were. Here, you may have this. Think of it as payment for your performance. Oh well. I'll have to do that in a second. Now that we're in a dungeon. Sweet. Oh, someone leveled up already. That was pretty quick. Oh, which reminds me, I need to eat my food. Take out these arcanic barlets. Come on. Save the big spells for the big dude. There we go. I'll hit him with some festers. And done. Nope. Wish there was a way to spread my contagions, my miasma, and my biospell. Maybe I get something like that later. Hey, something. How's it going? Just enjoying a little bit more free time while I can. I go back to work on Monday, so my middle of the week streams are going to be significantly limited. You bake some cookies. Ooh, what kind of cookies? Chocolate chip cookies with Nutella inside. Ooh. That sounds delicious. Oh yeah? Was it difficult, or was it just a lot of little things you had to worry about? Yeah. I could see that. Ah. So it wasn't as thick as you wanted it to be. Aw, around the corner. Aw. Well, just like any other craft or hobby, it's just a little bit of learning, you know? Hey, you know what? As long as it's good, that's all that matters, right? And you didn't burn the kitchen down, even better. Right, yeah, definitely. When it comes to those easily spreadable components, the thicker they are, sometimes the harder or the easier it is to get it where you want it to be. Wait, how can I use lucid dreaming? It says level 24, but I'm level 19. Strange. I think maybe once you get the roll abilities, those are always available to you. Watch. Yeah. Heck. Definitely not the level to use it, or the level I earned it at, but here we are. They are fun, yes. I grew up with a baker. My mom's a baker. She makes wedding cakes for fun type of baker. So, yep. I know a lot of tricks. One of my favorite tricks that I use is how to make it so it's easy to frost without the cake getting crumbly. That's usually an issue when trying to frost it. If it's crumbles all over the place and it gets all over the frosting, it makes a big old mess. So the trick is, usually if you want to use this trick, you make the cake maybe a day ahead of time. I've not seen a frog cake. But anyway, after you get it out of the oven, let it cool a bit, you cut off the top, you wrap it in saran wrap, and you put it in the freezer. What that does is it freezes all that moisture in there. And then the day of the party, you take it out of the freezer and frost it with enough time for it to thaw. And what that does is it makes it so it's nowhere near as messy. But it also makes it so that when the cake defrosts, that moisture has nowhere to go. So the cake will be extremely moist. Not like dripping or anything, but very tasty. What happened to my dude? Oh, wrong dude. Very strange. Okay, there we go. Didn't know that my carbuncle had gone away. My mom took all those classes. She actually wanted to open up her own like restaurant. So she did the bread making class. So we got to taste all those, which was very delicious. Leave party. All right, let's try this again. So dance for Memaroon. Get through all that conversation again. Yeah, my mom loves to bake. She loves to cook. Kind of her thing. So growing up, there was quite a good flavor, or at least variety of flavors. And then my fiance, she likes to cook too, and she cooks a little bit differently, and it's just as tasty. A lot more seasonings. Come on. Get back to where we were. Hand me the book. Payment for my performance. Well, you might consider passing the tome on to Kalia. She is the reason you sought me out, was it not? And I used to be a chef. That's awesome. Before you give her the grimoire, however, I must insist that you dance for her. I will know if you don't. All this banal interaction has simply exhausted me. It is time I return to my studies. You, on the other hand, should travel forthwith to the anchor yard of Limenza. Be well, Malkazar. We will meet again. I'm 100% certain of it. And there's something to be said for getting good food. I personally don't really enjoy cooking. I do it more as a necessity. I like eating. It's fun to cook with other people. So if my fiance asks for some help, then I'll hop in, cut up some potatoes, whatever she needs me to do. Anchor yard. And it's right behind me. What? Is it on the upper decks? It's on the upper decks. Dang it. Aft castle. We gotta start somewhere, just like anything. And I tell that to my kids. They're a lot like me. Sometimes they get discouraged if they're not immediately fantastic at something. And it's like, you know, watching the Olympics or even just talking about it, I'm like, you think these people were born with those skills? No, they were not. Yeah, at least the kitchen still stands, right? I had a friend, my high school and early 20s. He couldn't boil water. I don't know how. And he always destroyed his microwaves. Slash dance. Wow. Were you always one for dancing? I don't recall any such. You've met with our guildmaster, haven't you? Yeah. Sometimes you see that kind of stuff, and you're just like, how? How do people not know how to do that? Or how does that work? It's like everyone else does it that same way. It comes out just fine, but somehow this person. And that would explain your odd behavior. He does so enjoy seeing people perform unexpected acts of frivolity. But what could have spurred our reticent guildmaster to speak with you in person? Hand her over the new grimoire. He gave you this grimoire to give to me? Uncanny. It is identical to the tome I received the first time I ever met our leader. You have my thanks, Malkazar. The guildmaster is fond of games and mischief, and I understand the troublesome trials he'll likely put you through before deeming you worthy of his attention. With this gift, however, his message to me is abundantly clear. I am to shape reality into the one I desire. And that means defeating Dos Maga. Gods, my mind is alive with the strategies. I must have time to think. Pray and inform Mistress Thubergame of my return to duty. Like, I haven't taken any cooking classes. I definitely don't deem myself a chef, but I can cook a meal, make it taste pretty good. Just gonna walk there. At least at first, when you're learning a new recipe, exactly. And when you're learning a new recipe, you follow it as close as you can, just so you know how it's supposed to taste and how it's supposed to go. But then after you get well with it, you're like, you know what? I want to try something new. Like sometimes I'll throw like cayenne powder into something that I've cooked. I'm like, this taste. I know what it tastes like without it. Let's see what it tastes like with it. Yep, rice pasta cooks up differently. Same with, what is it, like cauliflower pasta, the squash pasta, zucchini pasta, all those things. Sure, you can replace them on just a basic pasta dish, but if it's going to be more like some type of casserole, then that doesn't really work as well. Yeah. And now you leveled up your culinarian, so now you've gotten better. Leah has recovered from her despondency. This is wonderful news, and we have you to thank for it. It is unfortunate, however, that both Clea and our guildmaster are possessed of such impenetrable personalities. But at least in the case of the Foreseer, we have an inkling as to the nature of the cage that imprisons her. I continue to hope that her partnership with you shall regularly pry those bars apart. Return to your training and prepare yourself for the demanding tactics is sure to formulate in the days ahead. I'll take those. Better book and some glasses. Ugh. Yeah, there are tons. There's flour. There's like you said, there's rice. They have like egg noodles for certain things. It's pretty awesome. What I'd like to do is to make my own ramen, but I watched a video on that and they're like, oh yeah, so let this simmer for 12 hours. I'm like, I'll have that time, that kind of time. Really, the DPS is the adventurer need for that. Okay. Let me do a little bit of research real quick. Find out. So I'm on level 27, so the hotspot for me will be South Shroud, apparently. Cancel. All right. Test. Man, I love eating ramen. It's delicious. But we have a few ramen places in town. It said Quarry Mill. This is the fate area that I should be going to. Or potential hotspots for when a lot of people are going. That's what it means for fate grinding. There's one. Yeah, one of my buddies, he was in the Navy and he was stationed in Japan. So when he came back, we went to this ramen place. And he, like I just said, that it tasted like the real thing. It's pretty good. And now ramen places are popping up all over the place. The pickle dang? I love when they put the eggs on it. Hard boiled, soft boiled, it's just delicious. I like eggs generally, though. I don't think there's been an egg type that I haven't liked. But I'll probably stay away from things like balat, though. That does not sound appetizing to me. I don't know, it's hard to describe without grossing myself out. But I think it's duck egg. If I remember correctly, it's duck. With the duck fetus still inside. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Used to watch a little bit of that show. Oh, what was it called? Bizarre Foods. Someone's getting some wood over here. Made some weird things on there. Weird to my palate, at least. I guess. I mean, there's still some things that probably pretty gross, no matter how worldly you think you are. See, those ones, you know, when they're like the freeze-dried ones, they're all right. Like, I don't go out of my way to get them, but I have eaten them, and then I was like, that's fine. Like I said, I would never like go out and buy my own. But we went to this place, like some like butterfly, like I would better for lack of a better word, cage, where they keep butterflies people could walk through, and then but in like some of the other areas they had people like, here, try out these dead bugs that are like covered in like, you know, Cheeto flavoring or Dorito flavoring or whatever, you know. Yep. Probably. That would not surprise me. Some of the things I saw on that Bizarre Foods, like I said, it's would not surprise me in the least. And then that's one of the things they say is it's more sustainable than other types of like animal proteins, and it just gives you there's just healthier overall. It's like, okay. Just because you say it doesn't mean it's true. Is the fate gonna pop up? No, never mind. I'll just go to the guild hest. That guild hest is finished. But these don't give much experience. I received all 3 player commendations. Okay. As a DPS. I guess I'm not going to complain about that. I mean, nothing off the top of my head. There's probably plenty out there that I've probably said in the past. I'm like, yeah, I'll give that a shot. There's ones that I've tried and not been too excited about. So, almost 15 years ago, I worked in a mailroom at an insurance company, and one of the guys went to this Asian market, I guess, and got some food from there. And he said one of the things that he brought back was like this freeze-dried octopus on a stick. I tried it. It was not exciting. I don't want this taking too long. He used Rampart, so he took less damage. How exciting. Waste. Man, he took a lot of damage all at once. And finished. Nice. 1,000 experience. Let's unlock the leaves here. Hopefully it's not another. Hopefully it's not another beckon quest. Thanks for the slow, man. Appreciate it. Alright, that one is finished. Completed the trial lead. Nice. Upgraded piece of gear too. Me likey. This one's more my style over here. More my level, if you will. So, roll waiting list number after 50. Cool. Ow. I got hit hard. Oh, they used some buffs to kill me faster. Didn't work. Don't show up behind me, that's rude. Stupid. Can't turn him in because I'm under attack. We're under attack! Very nice. Get more. Oh. Wondering, I'm like, why am I not... There was a lot going on there. Didn't understand. I thought there were only 2 dudes on me, but I was just getting wrecked. Ow! Dang. Been moving around will help avoid things. Alright, I'm going to wait 1 minute to get credit. That way people don't get less credit for not being able to turn in things, so they've been working on it. They have time to, it gives them time to come over here and actually turn things they've already earned in. Hey, at least I'm number 8 on the waiting list. It's gonna have to wait 20 seconds. Alright, done. Still waiting on the tank anyway, apparently. I don't know, do you have any local delicacies that I may not know about that you may suggest? Back to Sestasha. Zurich. Where's my Google machine? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Polish sour rice soup. Ooh, I need to eat my food to get a 3% extra experience. I've had pierogi before. Those are pretty tasty. Mmm. So it's like a pancake or a crepe, but it's like soups, man. And we don't get enough soup. Those are delicious. Thick pancakes with apple slices. Is it apple slices in it or on it? Mmm. Well, blueberry pancakes are a pretty common thing over here in the US. Same with banana pancakes. Chocolate chip pancakes. That apple, though, that sounds really good. Almost sounds like an apple fritter. Level up. But obviously it's not, you know, like an actual donut. But it sounds really tasty. I like things that use fruit like that. Yeah? I'll have to look those up in a minute here. Problem is if there's anything with nuts that won't do, because my fiance is allergic to nuts. Excuse me. Perfect. Aw, I wasted it. Why is it tall? Look at this. I'm trying to tab target these guys right in front of me, and it's like, I'm gonna get everyone around it. Tab targeting is the worst. Hey, you're on my Discord, right? Oh yeah, you're the one that changed your name. And I'm like, huh? Yeah, just wanted to make sure. You're the one that went and saw the kitties. Never actually been to a cat cafe. Do they actually have like cafe stuff there, or is it just go hang out with cats? That makes more sense. Here's a cat cafe. They just hang out with kitties. Like, let's go to PetSmart at that point. Aww. Stay open, clam. Coffee. I usually don't drink a lot of coffee. Some people like have to have their coffee. I'm not one of those. I do enjoy it every now and then, but I don't like black coffee. It has to be kind of sweet. I don't like anything too bitter. Beyonce is different, but she likes more cream, less sugar than I do. Sour cucumbers. Sour cucumber. How do you make that? Hey, if it's tasty, I don't mind doing the work. You mean, is that a TBS? You mean tablespoon? No leaders. Why can't America get on the same page as everyone else? We use like quarts and gallons. I mean, I can do the math. Oh, it's not very difficult. I'm a math guy. Yeah, gallons. Which is funny because a lot of our like a lot of our single serve sodas are in like liters or half liters. Same with our liquor. Like the regular size bottle is 750 milliliters and the bigger one is 1.5 liters, so. Are we going that way? I was just thinking how it's interesting how we're like picky and choosy about what gets the quarts, what gets the liters, what gets gallons. It's like, but usually everything that has one measurement has the other anyway. So again, if it like here's a gallon of milk, and then it'll say 3.8 liters on it. Is there such a thing? Or do they use gallons as well? Is that what you're saying? Dang. Is that kind of like the difference between a ton and a metric ton? Or a mile and a nautical mile? Kind of like that? Just weird, unnecessary things. Because I've learned after going through my apprenticeship that there were several times in our history where American presidents are like, yep, we're gonna switch over to, you know, centimeters. We're gonna switch over to metric, and not everyone has obviously been on board. I think federally, if you're a federal construction worker and an employee, you have to, but otherwise not so much. Well, I like numbers. I'm good at numbers. I'm also good at the rules. So this last week, while I was waiting for this new job to start up, I finished one of our, well, here in America we have a health and safety, like, I don't know the word for it, like branch of not military, of the government, called OSHA. And in the construction, they usually require you to have the 10-hour training on it to get the basics. Well, I just finished the 30-hour training on Tuesday. And of course, there's more to it. There's actually entire degrees around it as well. So it's like it's up my alley because I like rules. Rules and numbers works for me. languages. I wanted to like languages. But I never really gave it a shot. Like when I was in high school, when I was 17, I was learning Spanish because my state's right on the border with Mexico, so it makes sense. I could read anything you put in front of me, but it's been too long now, so don't remember any of that. Oh yeah, what's that? Inter-Slavic? I wonder if that's similar to like a lot of like the Latin languages being so similar that you can understand little bits and pieces here and there. Well, you said you like languages. You might be the person to check it out. You can do the research for everyone. Write a book on it. Get famous. Rich. Now, if that's the case, do people actually speak Inter-Slavic, or is it just something that's like an interesting tidbit of knowledge? Nobody actually uses the language. Yeah, I figured as much. I remember hearing years ago about a language that was supposed to be like super easy to learn and all that stuff called Esperanto. I don't know anything about it. I knew a guy that could speak it though. Really? That would certainly make it easier if you travel in countries where that type of language is spoken. Oh, really? Other language? Didn't even know schools. That'd be kind of cool. How many languages do you know? Yeah, but we can start there. Which ones do you feel comfortable speaking? One, yeah. Yeah, then how many languages do you know enough to get by speaking? Just the one. Well, you type very well in English, so I didn't know. Oh, really? Yeah, I kind of wish that we had that here. It's like, you know, there was a language requirement. Be like, hey, you know, we are adjacent to Mexico in the south and Canada in the north. So you either get to choose between Spanish or French as like a required language. Or, you know, something, but so many people here are just so against learning anything. As everyone has to learn English to come here. It's like, well, that's cool and all, but that's not reality. Yeah, nothing's required here, unfortunately. Let's do this. I'm actually doing what I need to be doing, hitting these ripples. And kaboom! Did I get any levels from that? I don't think I did. Got a bunch of spirit bonding done. Yeah. Sucks I already used my leveling. Got all three player combinations as well. Again, that's fantastic. Some countries are more strict about their schooling than others. Oh, there's thunderstorms. Hey, land, please. This. That's true. I don't like learning anything that I don't think I'm going to be using, but yeah, sometimes you don't have a choice. Really sucks when it's like, oh, by the way, you have to actually do well in it too. It's like, I have to really try to do well in this thing I don't care about. Awesome, thanks. right, let's hop back on that leveling queue. Of course, now it needs tanks. I'm not tanking right now. Less than 2 levels, and I'll be able to actually go to my healer. And then we'll be having a good amount of fun. I mean, I don't like DPSing, but it just takes so long to get into these queues. I don't want to fight you. So does that mean you're not really interested in learning German only because you're having to take it? Or are you actually interested in German? It is. But, you know, then again, any language is strange to someone who doesn't already know how to speak it. I know some languages are probably a lot easier than English, but seeing as it's the only language I really know, I have no issues with it. You know, it's just kind of the way it works. Hey, if that's what you want to do. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see learning languages ever to be a waste of time. If you wanted to go for it, go for it. There may be some point down the road where you're like, hey, I'm glad I learned this language. I have never been out of the US. Not because I don't want to, because it costs a ridiculous amount of money to travel. Especially right now with the way COVID's going. I don't know if they've opened up borders. I haven't really been paying attention, but I remember because the US was such a hotbed for it for so long that a lot of countries closed off access to American travelers. Yeah, and how was that? Yeah, I mean, again, unless I want to take a 16-hour flight, then I get to either pick Mexico or Canada. I've always wanted to visit UK. There are a few things there I wanted to see. Like, I really like I want to see Stonehenge. Wait a second, how did we fail? I'm confused. Run out of time or something? The body museum? Yeah, well, the food, of course. I always wanted to go for Oktoberfest, but I do have a little bit of German in my blood, according to what I've been told. It'll be cool to, you know, visit all the places that I've been told that my bloodline comes from. But Oktoberfest here is as fun as it is, it's such a tourist trap now. And it's like, it's not even fun for people anymore. Yeah, we have, what was it called? Bodies? 2.0, I think that's what it's called. Something like that. I forgot what it was called. Oh, I think it was Body Worlds. Hang on. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, Body Worlds. I actually went to that a few years ago, and it was very interesting. Oh, man. Too young. How lame is that? Sorry, I'm looking up all those foods you mentioned just to see what I think. I think I've seen the patch keys before. I think that's how you pronounce it. At least I've heard of them being around here. Sour cucumbers. There are probably so many recipes for sour cucumbers, it may be hard to find the one you're talking about. I'll look up the Polish one. Polish pickles? Agorki kizone? Or that's not about right? As I butcher it. I said that's the one. Like, how dare you not say it correctly? Well, that's 6 things I get to try now. Awesome. Yeah, gosh. How dare you? Sorry. I need to put on my angry guy over here. There we go. People stay. There. Better on the shoulder. Look at the camera. Oh, thank you. Have you seen these ones? These are the ones that they're reversible. Then they have like super angry ones too. Really? Ugh. So many dudes on me right now. Come on, get the heal off, get the heal off. Oh, stunned. No. I need to sit back a second. Be healed up. Oop. Happy face. I have a feeling that my queue is going to pop soon. Number 4 on the waiting list. 11.5 minutes out of the 12 average waiting time. That's exactly what I thought. I'm waiting. Get some water. All that for this. Ah. Here. Exactly. Everyone's like, dang it. This takes very little time to get like almost no experience for it. It's not really worth it, honestly. There. That'll make you happier. Looks like someone's new to this. Yep, 28 Conjurer, so this is probably the first time they've been here. Much better. No point in being unhappy. The guy's name who's watching the video, you can see because he has a little film graphic right there. His name is Pokimane. Very clever. Good. Do this. Someone's new to this duty. Kaboom, kaboom. I'm gonna throw some ruins at you. Ruin. Ruin. Get out of there, Pokimane. There, I'll throw you a heal. Even though I'm not a healer, I still have a healing ability, which is very nice. Minimize the damage I take from that with my stone wall. White powder-like thing in a jar. You mean like one of the ingredients? Oh, okay. All right, onward. Like I did. Did I get a level out of that? Nope. That guy leveled twice. That guy leveled once. Somebody attacking me? I'm hearing the noises of things attacking me. Yeah, I'm being attacked. What? Stupid. Yeah, I'm the only one that didn't get a level out of that. I'm gonna throw myself back in the queue. Ah! Heal! You kidding me? I need to back up. Like everything's on me. There we go. Someone else get in here and help. I'm stunned. Awesome. Even better. Ooh, this guy's wrecking things. Nice. Tank them for me. I still got a gold after all that. And I got the level for it. Wait a second. Oh. I was curious. I'm like, it took a second for the experience to actually accumulate. So it's kind of like a white powder residue. Ah. You say it's no big deal? Perfect. Let's go to this one. The inappropriate level. Can I actually get credit for this one now? Or good credit because I'm not too low. Not even watching where I'm going, I'm just flying there based on the map. Sometimes I tell you how it be. Alright, let's get in here. Try to get some credit. Not from you though. I'll fly in the back and then come in from the side. Still says I'm below the recommended level for this fate. Dang, these archers just hit like a truck. Looks like we just need to destroy the gates according to the text over here, so I'll work on this gate. This guy, the gate has a lot of health. Can you make that and just eat it, or is that like more of a canning process? Or you can eat it immediately, or do you have to like let it ferment or something? Not too bad. Not too bad. Eat the bandit leader. Won't be able to do this by myself. But if you make them and then just eat them all, you don't have to worry about storing, obviously. Yeah, you have a little pantry for all that. Yeah, my fiance and I are a fan of pickles, so that does sound good. Or meat and mashed potatoes. Meat and potatoes. Midnight snacks? What are those? Oh, easy peasy, man. Got that one done. Really want to get this one done, but there's just so many dudes around. Ooh, like chili powder? Oh. That's the music that keeps getting copyright claimed for no reason. Ooh, chili flakes. I buy those by the quart. I love my red pepper flakes. Let's do this one again. Wazo. There's no fate. Look at all these guys. Yeah, come help me. Oh, of course my carbuncle goes in here. Let's finish this before I have to get into the roulette. That was a pretty quick roulette in comparison. Come on, everybody, get in here and beat him up. Nice. And experience has been gained. Beautiful. You mean like barbecue sauce? Back to some Tamtara Deep Croft. Red Foreman. Someone's a 70s show fan. Oh, we have a dancer. Oh, just putting red pepper flakes on stuff that's barbecued? Like barbecue chicken or barbecue steak or whatever. You like... You do some damage over here. There we go. Oh, the cucumbers and chili flakes a side dish for yeah. That does sound tasty. You can bring almost anything to a barbecue. I'm a fan of things like deviled eggs and things like that too for barbecues. That sounds tasty. Peaches with mascarpone. I was about to ask a silly question. I'm like, isn't that stuff that's made out of almonds? No, that's marzipan, I think. This mascarpone that... Isn't that a type of cheese? Mm-hmm. I knew it. Really? Well, maybe that's a good thing. There are a lot of people that are allergic to nuts. Maybe not having it be a common thing in your cuisine may just be the safe bet. Why is the dancer right next to the enemy? What are they doing? A ranged class. That's actually pretty uncommon, I think, because I thought a lot of, man, maybe it's just certain, I don't know. Maybe it's just an assumption that I had that a lot of traditional things had nuts in them. Only think of one cake from a PRL. What's a PRL? Oh, okay. Somebody leveled. Kinda. No worries. Have you ever had that cake before? Oh, I wonder where they used lucid dreaming. He was just wearing off crackers and chocolate. Sounds kind of like our s'mores. Have you ever had s'mores before or something similar to it? Oh, I bet. It's a bit different, I assume. I don't think anything's ever going to be, like, exactly the same. That would be kind of boring, actually. Oh, he was outside the... That's what happened to him last time. He was outside the thing when it blocked off, so Carbuncle disappeared. Stupid. Yeah, which one's that? Traditional mountain cheese. Is that kind of like actual, legitimate Parmesan? Not the fake stuff? Kind of hard to find. And they have a bunch of imitators. Kaboom! Almost there. Polish mountain cheese. Oshipek. Smoked cheese made of a salted sheep milk exclusively in the Tatra Mountains in the region of Poland. Oh, I bet. Illegal to mass produce it. Why? Do they want to keep the scarcity up so that the people that, you know, you make it for a living, they don't have to drop their prices because there's too much of it? Oh, but yeah, they don't want people to come in and steal their secrets. Oh, yeah, definitely. There's something as secret as that. Oh, I wouldn't expect it to be open to the public. That'd be kind of ridiculous to assume. It's like, I could find this recipe online. Nope. Now, have you ever had it before and you liked it, or if you never had it, you just want to try it out? But it's never, if it's not the real thing, then you really don't know if the real thing's better or not. So yeah, I'd definitely be wanting to try that out too if I were you. Now, is it just hard to find, or is it just expensive? Or both? People reserve it a year before. Well, hello there, last minute production. They have contact, so it's all about who you know at that point, huh? Sweet. Gold. Yeah, well, good luck doing that, I guess. You just have to make friends. Hey, no worries. I'm only a sprout for so long. Oh, I'll get it later. What is the... Oh, nope. There's a museum of Ospec that sells a few once a year. That sounds very cool. Hey, no worries. You have a good day. I mean, technically I'm a sprout in-game. Even though my experience would say otherwise. That's just on this character. Yeah, perfect. Sounds good to me. Well, that one's almost done. You know what? I'm gonna hop out of the leveling queue. Because I only need just a little bit more experience. Just a smidgen more. Just a thin, a wafer thin mint, if you will. But have you been to that museum or something? Yeah. There it is. Do, 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 do. Now I can go get my level 30 done. I can go get my Arcanist or my Scholar. I've never been to a castle. We do not have a whole lot over here. I think the only things over here that would be even considered close to a castle, like in construction and stuff, would be old school forts. Is it so old that you can't go in? Some of them are like that. I've got here that they're so old. It's like, you know, it's not. It's dangerous. Yeah. I figured we don't have a whole lot of things even close, but well, that's good to hear. I'm glad they keep it in good condition. And it's open to the public, like 100%? Or is it just like on tour guides? That sounds awesome. All right, let's move on with the... All right. That's the ability that I was talking about. I didn't remember if I got it or not. An ability called Bane. So instead of having to individually cast Bio and Miasma on several dudes, it would spread it. It won't be as potent, but it spreads. Always wanted to see a castle, but I've never actually, like I said, had the chance to travel to Europe to see some. I've been expecting you, Malcazar. As ever, her predictions prove accurate almost down to the moment, and her mind is especially sharp with such a dangerous confrontation in the offing. The Yellow Jackets have contacted us with word of Doasmaga. It appears his merchant vessel is presently anchored off the coast of Bloodshore. Once the pirate's business there is concluded, rumor has it he intends to embark on an extended voyage to the east. It'll be some time before he returns once more to Limbs of Laminza. If we pass up this opportunity, she will lose her chance to settle the score with Doasmaga, and we risk the Foreseer stumbling once more into the blackest melancholy. Simply getting close enough to him will prove difficult. She has, however, already formulated a solution and has set her grand strategy in motion. Your first task in this undertaking is to travel to Costa del Sol and deliver this set of directions to a fisherman by the name of Rilzern. More instructions will be forthcoming. Okay. Let's get over there. Hey, no worries. Thanks for the lurk last minute. Malbork and look at those. That sounds. There's just the name's awesome. I like Mal. If you haven't noticed, with Malcazar, my other character's name is Malgazith. So, Malbork Castle. That looks really cool. What was the other one? He said Wawel or Vavel or Vavel in Krakow, Poland. Huh. We have a Vavel Royal Castle Polish Bar and Restaurant here in the U.S. and a Vavel Delicatessen. And it's a Polish confectionery company producing many varieties of chocolates, wafers, chocolate bars, and snacks. It is a well-recognized brand of candy in Poland. Only has 869 employees at the 2015. This is the one I want. That one I'm leaving for quite a bit later. It's the side quest that leads to the Bahamut raids, which I'm not really hard pressed to do because it's not necessary. I'm curious now. I haven't really looked this up. The size of Poland, 120,000, almost 121,000 square miles. It's just slightly larger than the state I live in, which is 114,000 square miles. Ooh, that sounds cool. What is it you want, lad? As you can see, I have my hands full with me fishing and over the directives list. Ah, I'm stuck. Whatever, I'll just hang on. Thanks for that. I've been told to expect you. Here to take one of me earrings and deliver to the cook, Opalina. Okay, can I move now? Perfect. When does that happen? You said it's once a year, right? Yes, and how am I to help you? Master Gigaruch is expecting his breakfast any moment now. Here's... oh, not an earring, a herring. A fresh herring. Why, the master does enjoy a bit of broiled fish of a morning. This might even earn me a few extra coins for this week's wages. Well, you have earned yourself one of my homemade eel pies. I should tell you, though, your Arcanist colleague was quite insistent that you take the pie to Master Gigaruch rather than scoff it down yourself. Sometime in the spring? I bet. What's the climate like over there? Does it snow? And what brings you to my, and I use this term facetiously, humble abode, dear sir? Such a heavenly aroma. Are you perchance carrying an eel pie about your person? How commendable that you should research the delicacies that tickle my fancy before daring to intrude upon my most ponderous of ponderings. Speaking of ponderous, well, I was speaking of it at least. I have a hefty purse of gilded to persuade you to relinquish your claim on that pastry. Cool trading game going on over here. Is it always sunny and hot? One moment, if you will. I've been instructed by Melvin's gate assessor to hand over this message to whoever delivers. I didn't get to figure. Master Gigaruch. Take the purse you receive and hand it to the dancer Eldgith as she prepares to return home. Because I live in a desert, so it's a big deal if it ever snows here. Like it's very rare. Yes, if you're looking for a dancer, then I would first see your coin. I have 3 children to feed and no time to waste on idle chat. Oh, that is quite a purse. My precious darlings will eat like kings this week. And such a simple job as well. I was told to expect you, see. In return for the coin, I'm to give you these. The leather satchel's from your Mikote friend, and the pareo is from me. The last item you're delivered to Drogo, the warehouse foreman. That sounds nice. 23 Celsius is around 73 Fahrenheit. Okay, I didn't want to do the math in my head. Right now it's about 40 Celsius outside. How'd Drogo? Oh, I ain't got time for Lexi. If they don't get me work squared away soon, Master will have me out on a pike. You got something for me, you say? Hey now, ain't this Eldgith Pareo? The Mikote lad said someone would be bringing me a gift that I couldn't refuse. and stick me with a pitchfork if she were telling the God's own truth. Harry, you're supposed to have this bottle of wine. Take it to the Flying Shark and pour a cup for the sailors what are drinking there. That's what she told me to tell you, and he wrote. I'd watch my back if I was you, though, son. Them sailors, they're the meanest bunch of cutthroats I ever did see. Trading games. Back and forth, back and forth. Give him this, get this. Give him this, get this. You want me to taste your wine? Well, now. Hey, want to pass up free grog? Now that's a bloody fine drop. If you ship this stuff to the east, we'll be selling bottles by the crate. You're coming with us back to the Morning Star. The captain want to have a word with you. My fiance talked about it, and we were thinking about doing Japan. There's a good lad, and as for you, Miss Dancer, you stick close to old Hurstcrat. It gets damn cold on this long sea voyages. The dancer is... Who do you think it is? Very own Overseer. I'll talk later. I mean, we have a list of options or things that we want to do, but like I said, right now it's neither economically nor just generally feasible because of the way things are going. But we can keep a list going here. She watches a lot of TikTok, and they always have these little things like, when you're in Japan, this. And she and I are tall. Like, we're 6'3". So we're gonna be with some of those Americans who go in there and bump their heads on everything. You ready then? We'll be off as soon as the boat's loaded. Yep. 6'3". Probably gonna be a fight coming up here. Fine grog and a fine woman. The captain would be pleased with this haul. Except I know. Pray do not stare so. This is the most expedient method of gaining access to the ship. I will take that satchel from you now. You may have it back after I take the items I need. Oh, the satchel has all of her stuff in it. Hey, what mischief are you two about? You got dressed. I was merely borrowing some clothes. You wouldn't wish me to catch a chill from this brisk ocean air, would you? I do like cheesecake. You'll be dancing yourself warm once we get you on the ship, lass. I like a lot of cakes. The only ones I really avoid are the ones that have coconut. Not allergic to it or anything, I just don't really care for like the coconut flakes and things like that. Cheesecake with mango sauce? No. They do here, they do a lot of raspberry sauce on cheesecake. And we have a place called the Cheesecake Factory that has a whole lot of options. Maybe they have that. You better slip off that ratty robe before you meet the captain. Of course, of course. It's not literally a factory of cheesecake, it's just the name of a restaurant, but they do have a lot of cheesecake options. I'll be happy to show them the performance that awaits. Tink, 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 tink. The Admiral's lapdog, come back for that lesson, have you? Pizza Factory. It is I who should all be teaching this day. My lecture will focus on the manipulation of reality through applied strategy. Cool. Enough of this damn yapping. By the time I'm done either, you'll remember who your real master is. This guy's a jerk. He was a slave trader, and she was one of the slaves, and she was saved. That's why she hates him so much. Alright, give me instructions. Where are you going? This geometry will turn the tide of battle. Okay. Damage taken is reduced. I like that. Where's the... Why do you keep getting healed? Are you guys healing each other? Morningstar Falmadare. Are you a fan of pizza? Very few people aren't, but you never know. There we go. Heck yeah. Ooh, you make pizza too. Of course, my mom being the cook that she is, she actually has like a pizza stone and stuff. And she has 2 ovens and 2 dishwashers. Yeah, the dough is not very fun to work with. I agree. Yep. If you get it just right. You rebel little cur. Come on, Nosmaga, bring it on. Your numbers, our number of numbers matter not. It is strategy that will win this battle. Prepare yourself, Nosmaga. With your defeat, I will cast off the shackles you closed on my soul. You think so, eh? Think your fancy magics are a match for me, Blade? You've got another thing coming. Different music. Where is everyone? I gotta get back to my thing here. I'm gonna take down the weak dudes. Leave Nosmaga for last. Take down the Morningstar Bosun. You're attacking my carbuncle. What a goober. Barbaric Surge, eh? Extra damage. And finished. Success! Nosmaga now faces defeat. He will flee to the starboard rail. Obvious. Next comes his attempt to escape into the sea. You think you're pulling me strings, do you? Think I'll dance to your tune? Well, I ain't falling for your bloody tricks, and you already have. It's at this moment he notices the yellow jackets I had you summoned and my explicit instructions to Rilzern. He's very clever. Look at them all. Not getting away this time. You were a fool to run, Dozmaga. I hear you're fond of shackles, so we brought a set especially for you. Get him. Yeah. That jerk. Look at him. Oh. This game does have some excellent moments in it. Too bad it takes so much tedious work to get to them, but it's worth it sometimes. That's just the way games go sometimes, you know. You have to earn the fun. Aha! Haha! Hi! He waved. This concludes today's lecture. Thank you, Malcazar. This strategy would not have succeeded without your flawless execution. Which suggests that my tactics yet require more work. One must allow for some small deviation in performance. I believe, however, that I now understand where my calculation went awry. It is not enough to wish to shape reality. One must have a complete understanding of the reality one wishes to obtain. It is time I sought out our guildmaster. He's gonna leave me here? Pray convey to Mistress Thiberdine my fondest wishes and my appreciation for all that she has done for me. Aww, isn't that cute? The true test of my strategies now begins. Sometimes a lot of the moments in here is just like a good movie. It's one of the reasons I like it is because World of Warcraft has some things like that sometimes, but they aren't required for you to see them. But this one, this main scenario quest, it is required. You have to go through it, even the tedious stuff. It's like in any other game, once you got to the minimum level for an expansion, you can just walk right in. And this one, you actually have to go through a slew of quests in order to be like, oh, here's the quest to get into the next expansion. Yes, Warcraft, Blizzard did make a movie called Warcraft. It's based on the first game, which was not, because there were 3 games before World of Warcraft came out. Warcraft, Orcs and Humans. And it's Warcraft 2, or was that one Orcs and Humans? I don't remember. But then there was Warcraft 3, which had a main game, which was the Reign of Chaos, and the expansion, the Frozen Throne, which I actually did play. I streamed that, and I did upload that to YouTube as well, because that was actually my first foray into the Warcraft universe, and that's one of the reasons I fell in love with it, is because, not necessarily the gameplay, but the story. The story was just awesome to me. And it was still good when I played it again. It aged pretty well. Welcome back, Malcazar. There is much I would ask of you, but first, may I have the satchel you received during your assignment? The original owner needs her costume back, you see. I'll make sure everything is returned safe and sound. Now let us speak of Klaya. I'm glad to know that she has finally freed herself to pursue her heart's desire, and you are to thank for awakening the Foreseer to her self-imposed fetters. The brilliance of her strategies served to blind her to her own feelings, and it pained me to see her suffer so. Your example may even encourage her to improve her combat abilities, although such will surely come in time. After all, she intends to study under the Guildmaster's direct instruction. Imagine those 2 obsessive arcanists and the complexity of the tactics they will develop. It may very well be that your actions in bringing them together will prove the catalyst that sparks a new era of invention in the art of Arcanima. You too should look to the improvement of your discipline if you are to keep pace with all that is certain. follow. To that end, I offer you a new technique, one that allows you to affect a wide swath of the battlefield and drain the life force of your foes. All these level 31, can't wear them anyway. I'll take the chest piece. New ability, Bane. Now I have level 30. Oh, see, now I can learn. Oh, this is the. Look at that. That's the summoner. That's not the one I want right now. I should probably do both, though. This is the one I want, a scholar. Malchazar, having you any interest in history? If so, I would share with you an opportunity to study the ways of the ancients. A curiously refined and well-read marauder visited the guild the other day in the hopes he might meet an arcanist of exceptional skill. He claims that the assistance of one such an individual would be invaluable for the success of his archaeological research. I say claims because despite his eloquence, the thought of a marauder with academic ambitions still strikes me as odd. You are, of course, free to formulate your own opinions. His name is Alka Zolka, and he can be found at the Marauders Guild should curiosity overwhelm you. I'll grab this other quest as well. Greetings, Malchazar. Hey, Zodi, what's going on? It is well you have come, for we have an intriguing matter to discuss. A request has come to our guild from the Sons of St. Quinac, an organization of some finest minds in Eorzea, and they have asked for you by name. It appears that the research the Sons are currently conducting would benefit from the assistance of an arcanist, specifically one who has had the tempering experience of defeating the primal Ifrit. Though I must admit to some curiosity is how the scholars knew the extent of your heroic exploits, I suppose a source of their knowledge is of little relevance. If you would meet this request, then you'll find your contact, a researcher by the name of Ymitra at Apkalu Falls in the nation of Gridania. Just trying to get an energy drink, yeah. I've been working on getting to level 30 with my Arcanist, which I just finished. And now I'm going to go unlock Scholar. I wanted to get a healer, and I remember when I first played, I got all my classes at level 50. I didn't really care for the white mage. It's good, but it was just not to my liking. I like Scholar way more, so that's what I'm doing right now. Thank you for setting aside your preconceptions. I am acutely aware how unusual it is for a marauder to conduct research, as it were. However, you shall soon understand that I am not at all like my more muscular brethren. Rather than rush blindly into the enemy's maw, I formulate and execute stratagems to great effect. My archaeological pursuits are but an extension of this practice, for at present I am researching the military tactics of ancient Nim. It would not surprise me if you were unfamiliar with Nim. The civilization flourished some 15-odd centuries ago during the 5th Astral Era. The Nimians lived during an age of wonders where the magical arts flourished, but magics can be wielded for weal or for woe, and this period of peace eventually gave way to the Great War of the Magi. The nations in that bygone era brought earth-shattering magics to bear against one another, yet Nim, with only a handful of mages to support its army of mariners, repulsed would-be invaders time and time again. Precisely how a military force of this composition could defy its stronger neighbors is a mystery which has long puzzled military historians. By translating extant Nimian tablets, which I have recently purchased, I mean to solve the riddle at long last. As my knowledge of Arcanima is cursory at best, I required an experienced arcanist to assist me with the analysis of any text pertaining to the magical arts. Will you be that arcanist, Malchazar? Do I give him a nod? Yeah, there's the nod. There is, however, a complication. The Nimian tablets and other assorted relics, for which I paid an exceedingly large amount of money, were stolen en route to Limsa Laminza. The information inscribed upon these tablets could be of untold significance. I will not allow thieves to sell it to some rich Uldan collector for a pittance. Pray accompany me to the Raincatcher Gully docks and help me reclaim my relics. I have strong reason to believe the perpetrators can be found there. Alright, so I'm going to do this. Yep. Alizé, treasures, and what is this one? Oh, leaves. Okay, leave those alone. I don't worry about those for now. As I suspected, they are not more than broken men who have seized the docks and taken to robbing every passing ship. Come, let us put an end to their banditry and take back what is ours. Proceed. Why didn't it? Oh, he's way back there, that's why. I'm wondering why it didn't spread. Let's get my other carbuncle out. There. Now everybody has the debuffs. Oh, dang. Skill speed and spell speed? Well, they don't cast spells, so I don't know if they got that speed up. Is that it? You see any others? No. Help me search for the tablets. Easy peasy. This thing called the stolen crate that's shiny. Yes, this is it. A treatise on Nemean military tactics, just as I had hoped. And there was a soul crystal. I get a fairy. Hello there. Mayhap the tablet could explain this. Scholars, familiars, fairies. The sunlight of Eos doth soothe and shield. The moonlight of Selene doth silence and strengthen. Alcazar. By the 12, have you any idea what this means? We have rediscovered the long-lost magical arts of Nemean scholars. Totally. Okay. Fairies. Honest to God's fairies. Well, now I've seen everything. Anyway, I shall return to the guild and begin translating the tablet. I cannot wait to see what other secrets it contains. Let's go get this one first. Yeah. What have you been up to, Zodi? It's been a while. Ooh. Yeah, that's very necessary. It's very interesting how in the US they don't take into account. It's like people need just a break sometimes. They give you a hard time for doing it. Excellent timing, Malkazer. I have just finished transcribing a section which will doubtless be of interest to you. According to this tablet, the crystal from which the fairy sprang forth is called the Soul of the Scholar, and it contains the wisdom of those long-dead Nubian mages. With it, you can call upon the fairy as you did before and bind her to your will. As I said before, I have little knowledge of Arcanima, so unless you have objections, I would like to entrust the crystal to you. Oh, and you needn't recompense me. Simply knowing that lost arts are being preserved is enough. I shall devote my energies to deciphering the remaining text. Should I discover anything new, I promise that you'll be first to know. Yes, it's well known, almost like well documented that our pay to cost of living scale is just jacked up. It's bad. Yeah, it's good that your work's flexible with it, because otherwise, oh, I need to add scholar. Yeah, scholar. Done. See, now I get to rework my bars because I have a new class. Okay, so cast I'll put over here next to lucid dreaming. And I have my summons. I have 2 fairies I can summon. Oh, I don't have miasma anymore. And these are my heals. Azuna, very nice. I like Azuna. And a sleep. Okay. Now I can be like, kaboom! Oh, it takes a second. It's not instant like Carbuncle. See, look, yay! And now I have a healer. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unlock Summoner. The Summoner and Scholar level up at the same time. It will be nice to be able to switch between the two. After I do this, now I have 3 options. I'll have tanking, I'll have healing, and I will have caster DPS. Options are good. Because what if you want to get into a group of people and they're like, oh, we already have a tank. Oh, well, sorry. That's the only thing you've leveled. But it's nice as there's so many different options for tanking, healing, and all the damage dealers that you usually find something you enjoy. Yeah, I start work up again on Monday, Zodi. I took some time off as well. Took some rest. I finished the Warcraft 3 Reforged playthrough and uploaded that to YouTube. I did my OSHA 30. So that way I just have that feather in my cap, you know. If you notice, sure, I can equip my Scholar, but I can't pick up the next quest because I'm not the Arcanist. I need to switch back. After I finish this, Arcanist will go away and it will become the Summoner. You are Malkazer Earthbiter, I assume. Well met, and I thank you for coming. My name, as you have obviously surmised, is Yamitra. I am a member of the Sons of St. Quinic. Ours is a Charlayan order that seeks the lost knowledge of the Allegan Empire. I worked with some of your guys. And in that regard, we have recently made a singularly important discovery at our dig site in Mordona. We salvaged from the ruins a set of ancient texts describing the existence of a sect of Allegan mages known as Summoners. These were arcane practitioners said of the ability to siphon the essences of the primals and manifest its stolen energy as a biddable ally known as Eggy. Bonking. Am I bonking? Would we succeed in resurrecting such arts, that we might well hold on our hands and the power to bring this age of conflict to an end. There is, however, as there always has been, in order to manifest as the obedient arcane incarnations of Beastman's savage deities, one must first defeat a primal and capture its etheric essence. Thus, only one who can boast such a daunting achievement under his belt may even begin in the path of becoming a summoner. Do you understand now why I called upon you? If you wish to contribute to my research, then come to me in the west of Biograt's Strike in southern Thanaland. There we shall conduct a ritual of summoning the austerities of flame. Is the bonking gone now? Oof. Sorry to hear about your dog. Is your dog okay now? If the bonking's gone now, I think I know what it is. I just want to make sure it's gone now. Something. But is it bonking right now? How about now? Is it back? Can you hear it bonking now? Oh. That's because I'm shaking my legs. Shake, 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 shake. No shaking right now. Nope, nope, nope. Shaky, shake, 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 shake. Greetings to you once more, Malxer. I had a feeling this unique opportunity would be nigh impossible for you to ignore. Let us proceed directly to the ritual, shall we? According to the records we recovered, the summoners of old would perform these rites in a land in which their naturally dominant element matched the aspect of the avatar they wish to call forth. Only in such a place might one sufficiently shift one's etheric balance in the desired direction. The element of fire is especially strong here in the Sagoli Desert. I can think of no land more fitting in which to summon an incarnation of the Lord of the Inferno. Before we begin, I must insist that you accept this gem. It may appear of little worth, but within its faceted depths dwell the memories of long-deceased summoners. Now you must focus, visualize the aether flowing through you, a vibrant current of energy transforming into living fire. Hold this image in your mind, and the raging heat of your life force will spawn an eggy wort wreathed in flames. Be aware, however, that this nascent entity will appear before you unbound and hostile. It is your charge to overpower the avatar, and establish yourself as its master. The path of the summoner is not, if not, fraught with peril. Here we go. Hold up. Yep, Summoner Crystal. Soul of the Summoner. It's mini Ifrit. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Zodi. I know that how tough that can be. Aw, look how limited I am. Oh man, my dots fell off. Here, put more on. I didn't get out of that. Ugh, ow. Now let's heal myself up. Now I'm back into Arcanist, so of course all my new healing abilities are not effective because I'm no longer a scholar. Oh, she's healing me, okay. Crimson Nail. There we go. Time to press your attack. Yes. Ah. And kaboom. Finished. Most impressive, Alcazar. The Fireborn Edgy has submitted to your will. You have mastered the austerities of flame, and that is no small feat. Pray let us return to Apollo Falls, and we might further discuss your achievement. You know, one of our dogs is not in a good way. Like nothing other than a ridiculous amount of money can fix, type of thing. So, you know, it is what it is, but this sucks. And we've known for a while that we need to put her down, but my fiance went to find out how much that cost. It was too much just to do that. But it's not like, you know, she's not able to get around and she's not incontinent and any of that stuff yet. But time will tell. This is truly a momentous occasion. You have rescued a lost art of summoning from the grasping mire of forgotten history. When you just know more of the avatar you have bound in the ancient tongue of the Allegan Empire, it would be known as the FFXIV, where Eggy translated approximately to appear or the essence of. In short, you have tamed a willful manifestation of Ifrit's raging fires. As you might expect from an entity born of the Lord of the Inferno, this avatar and its capacity for destruction should serve you well in the battles to come. With such an ally at your command, it is not too soon to take upon yourself the title of Summoner. You have proven yourself more than worthy of the soul crystal you now possess. Yet be that as it may, the road before you is long and arduous. If you would triumph in this age of conflict, you must needs master more than just the Eggy of fire. I suggest you next fix your gaze upon claiming this a servant of unyielding stone. You once seized victory against the Primal Titan, did you not? Though I admit I am eager to progress directly to the austerities of Earth, we must be careful not to overtax your reserves of strength. Rest well and spend some time to grow accustomed to your newfound abilities. Once you feel prepared to continue with your historic research, you will find me here awaiting your arrival with barely constrained impatience. No, she's not even that old. She's only like 4. Summoner unlocked. She's like an albino Doberman. So apparently any type of dog that's albino is like destined Arcanist set for that, which is very unfortunate. Alright, let's put these back in order here. Miasma, Bio, that heal was up here. Fester was into this. I had this over here. This was up here. Swiftcast, Lucid Dreaming, Battle. I don't remember which way everything was. That's fine. I mean, I still have my carbuncles for now. But now I have Ifrit. Yeah, it's a skin condition. Look at my little Ifrit. Now I could switch freely, so I can go Scholar. Put that over there, actually. So now I can heal. So the nice thing about this one is, even if you're fighting, your fairy constantly heals slowly but surely. And then you can always be like, I'm going to throw this. This is a shield. So now I have shield on me, which absorbs some damage. And if it's a crit, when critical HP is restored, it doesn't just galvanize, it also does catalyze, which doubles the strength of the shield. Yeah, it's like I said, it sucks. But like I said, I already full on these things again. There, better. Hey, no worries, Dodie. I think it's about time for me to log off anyway. Because my fiance just got done with work. So I got done what I wanted to get done for today anyway. Got up to Scholar, so now I can actually take advantage of all of these adventurer need for healing. So very fantastic. But I will definitely be playing tomorrow night per usual, 8:30 to midnight Arizona time. So if I don't play before that, then I can catch you guys there. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Yep. And I will catch you next time. But if there is anybody out there who is not yet following, please do so. It is free to you. And it really does help me out. And any video that I stream and record will be uploaded to YouTube, so keep an eye out for that. I am pretty far through the main scenario quest, or at least, well, I would say about 40 hours. All the rest of the entire journey is up on YouTube already, so if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. I'll catch you guys next time.